channel. This is Rosalina from Let's Plan About It. Today I am going to be working on my catch-all spread. This is an outdated planner, but this will be for the week of June 8th to the 14th. And I'm going to be using Live Love Posh Summer Allure, and you can use code Rosalina10 and that will save you over at Live Love Posh. That will exclude from Posh boxes, sets, and bundles. So let's go ahead and get started with the plan with me. So this is the set that I'm going to be using today. This sticker book I believe was from last year, maybe even the year before that. I don't remember, but I have some new summer books, but since it's not technically summer yet, I'm definitely trying to use my older ones first. But to read day, I am going to pull Functionally Pastel, and I'm thinking I'm going to use like these purplish. They're not spot on, but I think that will probably work the best. So I'll probably use these purple ones with these purple dates. I know that's like a lot of purple on purple, but I don't think any of the other colors will really work too well. So I think that's probably the route I'm going to take. I technically could probably bring in this blue. I mean, there's like a little tiny bit of it. Maybe I'll bring in the blue just to kind of switch it up. Let's see. I'm going to bring in the actual dates first, and then I will see about everything else. But I know I want to use these, so I'm going to just kind of bring those in really quickly. All right, so I brought those in, and let's see how these will look with them, these blue ones. Again, they're not spot on, but they kind of fit that vibe. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna continue with that. So I'll get these in as well. And then I will just lastly bring in June right there. There's a little bit of black peeking through, but I don't really mind that too much. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. There are boxes in here. There's boxes, quotes, everything. That's kind of why I chose this set for this week. So I'm gonna see what it is that I want to stick here. I think I'm first actually gonna go with some boxes because I have a birthday here, I have a dentist appointment, and a graduation here. So I'm going to get those down. Let's see, did I use, okay, so I still have these. So let's get this one. I'll bring this one right here. And then for Tuesday, I'll bring in so I'll get one here, and maybe I'll bring in another one of that bluish color. Just kind of keep the two things separate. Maybe I can kind of like box it in right here. Oh, that was horrible. Lately, I just keep putting my stickers down horribly. Okay. I actually think I'm also going to incorporate this color just for a pop. So I'll take this color out and replace it with that one after all my hard work of straightening that one. But I'll get that there. Yeah, I think that brings in more of a pop. I'll save this. I'm sure I'll use that sticker somewhere else. Okay. And then now I can see what it is that I want to put. I know I really want to bring like this big floral. Maybe I can get that to about there. see, I really want to incorporate this too. Maybe there. I know it's kind of like cutting into it, but I think that's kind of fun. What if I brought this one? See, I could get this here and maybe incorporate, oh no, okay, well, no, I don't think I want it that way. Maybe I can incorporate more of these florals. Maybe this isn't the right one. Maybe I could do this floral, set it right here. I really want a lot of these florals in, maybe even more than the actual deco itself. We'll see. Okay, and then I know we have some quotes. I'm thinking of putting maybe some bullet points and some lines. So I have this space to work with, this space or that space. So I'm gonna see what type of quotes we have in here. I think I'll see where I can fit this one. Maybe right here. Okay, yeah, that fills in that little area. All right, so I'm gonna actually bring in my lines and my bullet points, and then we'll kind of go from there. So I'm actually gonna do lines right here, just trying to make sure I bring in my function. Okay, I already got a little mark on it. Every time I use these are probably just so dirty. I think that's what it is. Okay, so I have that, and then I'm gonna bring in some bullet points. And I think for the bullet points, I'll probably bring in all the colors that I use for the boxes, just to kind of pull it all together. So I'm gonna do the pink first, actually. So we'll do pink, let's pull a blue, and we'll do this green. Okay, so I'll just put them there. Then maybe I can bring in a little bit more floral in here. Kind of bring some like that. I think that'll work. This week, luckily, I'm not too busy like I was last week. I really did like last week's spread. It was very functional, but still decorative. But on a spread like this week, I'm like, okay, I can get a little bit more decorative because I don't have that much going on like I did last week. Let's see, maybe I could bring this more in here. And I think I honestly just might bring the rest of that scrap. Let's see, I'll get this right here. Typically I like to bring the scrap, or I like to make sure the same scrap isn't too close to each other, but I think for this week it'll work out. I'll just have something here. See how this, oops, my goodness, I'm just ripping my stuff lately. Maybe I'm just getting a little too aggressive with my things. Let's see, that's pretty cool. I think I could do something like that. Or I could do these little flip-flops. These are really cute. Oh, they're already on this side. Okay, maybe not. Let's just stick with this. Like that. I think I really want to incorporate a little bit more of that purple. So the purple floral, I feel like I have a lot of that, like pink. So I want to incorporate a little bit more of this. Then everything else I think I'll probably leave alone, because for Wednesday, the only function that I have are those lines. So maybe I'll leave everything else alone. I'm just going to cut that little offset. Okay. And then I have a tiny little space there that of course I can try to fit something. Maybe I'll do this one because it kind of brings more of like that brighter type of blue. Again, they're not like spot on, but I think it'll be okay. I'm like, this doesn't look straight to me. It doesn't look that straight. I don't want to cut too much though, because then I'm just cutting the actual sticker. So let's do something like that. That's not really the best cut, but it'll work. It will do. And we have like these little sunscreens, or maybe I'll do the foam because the sunscreen is right there. So maybe I can get this right there. Okay. All right, I think I'm gonna leave this side alone for right now. We're gonna jump on to this side. I do want to start with some floral first. So maybe since there's like really no floral on the inside, maybe I'll kind of keep that. So just kind of do opposite. I think that would be kind of fun. So I'll get this about here. Try not to bring it. Sometimes I will, sometimes I won't bring it all the way out. I think this time I'll keep it more in like that. I have this big floral. Maybe I can have this, maybe like down there. Just trying to keep that balance. Okay. Now I'm debating which one do I want to bring in. Do I want to bring that in or do I want to bring that in? They're both so super cute, but I think this one might work a little best. So about there. Okay, and for some quotes, I know I need to bring in my boxes, but as you could tell, I'm procrastinating on that. Okay, let's get vacay mode right above it like that, and then I'll bring in my boxes. since I kind of have more of like a cleaner line, I want to, well, this one kind of goes over, so I think that's okay. So let's get that here, and let's get this one about right here. Like so, and then we'll do this color with maybe this color. Maybe we'll bring this one about right here. This one down here. I will bring lines here and bullet points there. I think that's pretty good. So let's bring in these bullet points. So let's do the, should I keep the same order? Maybe I'll keep the same order. I'm gonna have to fit all these there. Maybe I should bring them here, actually. I'll bring them here. Oh, no, this one goes on the, oh, wait. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. This one's at the bottom. Bottom there. This one goes in the middle. And then we'll bring in a pink. Okay, yes. Then I'm gonna bring in my lines, and I'll get them here on Friday, maybe even Thursday. We'll see. I think I'm actually going to bring in one more line here as well. Just to kind of help make it look a little more fuller. Okay. All right. I'm gonna see if there's anything I can add here. If not, I might bring in some lines on one of these days, because that is a little bit of function on Thursday. So I have to kind of keep that part in mind, or I can, no, I think that's good. I think that's good for right now. Okay. Again, I'm not that busy this week, but just to be on the safe side, I'll kind of keep that in mind. I think I'm going to bring in a little bit more of this floral. Let's see, where can I bring it? I don't have too much of this, so see, that would kind of be fun to cut a little bit off. I think I might do that. I think I'm gonna have just a thin piece of floral here. Try to get that as straight as possible. And that's not that straight, but you know what? I'm gonna leave it. Okay, and maybe down here. That's kind of directly under that. Let's see, do I have a smaller, something smaller? I have that one. Maybe I can do that. I'll just cut tiny bit of it, so majority. Oh yeah, I have this box. Okay, I kind of feel like I have to use that box. I don't really want to put it back in the sticker book because I feel like it won't stick and it's just a waste of a box. So I'm going to find a place for this little box here. I could put it here. Maybe straight though. Maybe. I might want to put it straight. Okay. Yeah, I think that will definitely work. Let's see, what if I brought in, just to kind of keep that balance, what if I brought another box right here just to help me out with some function on Thursday? Sunday I have good function, Saturday I have good function, Friday I have good function, Thursday that's really all that I had. And maybe I'll be able to bring something on top of that. Let's see what this would look like right in the middle. Kind of hanging out there. I already have these little sunscreens, but they do kind of fit like the area. So I think I'll do that. I have this little cupcake. Oh, that little cupcake is cute right there. Oh, I do have another tiny, tiny little floral scrap that maybe I can incorporate somewhere. All right, let's see, let's get this about here. Let's do, let's see, I feel like that's already a lot. Do I have any, let's see, let's stick this one right here. Like that. See what these glasses would look like. Oh, that might be kind of cute. Maybe I can have like the glasses up here. Maybe I can have this like little claw clip kind of right here. You have this little scrunchie. I'll just get the scrunchie right there on top of that box. I kind of want to incorporate more of this purple floral. I was thinking for here, but what if I did it here? Does it look very random like that? I mean, it kind of does, but I think I'm going to leave it. I just want a little bit more of that purple color there. And something could fit there, but I'm like, I don't really know if there's anything else. Maybe I can just save that for some writing room. I mean, I have this one. It's kind of the same idea as that, but I would have to cut that short unless I brought that box down a little bit. It just looks a little empty. Looks a little sad here in this corner. So let's see if I can kind of do something like that. Like I said, I know it's already pretty parallel to each other, but I feel like I'm kind of running out of options. I need something small. I could do that, or we have like these little drinks, but I feel like the drink would be too tall. So I think this is my only option, unless I swap this out and put the cupcake right here, but I don't really want to lift it if I don't have to. Let's see, can I bring something else with it? What if I brought both of those just to kind of make it look a little bit more different than the other side? Let's see. Try to bring this off to the corner. And then we'll get to this one here. Let's see how that'll look. It's kind of like that one, but these are actually together this time. And maybe I can actually swap those so they're not the same color. So this can come here, kind of breaking up that color a little bit. And this can come here. I think that works a little better. Yeah, I think that definitely helps fill that space up too. Alrighty, so I think that that is going to be my catch-all spread for this week. I'm like, wait, I can't keep track. What spread is this? Yeah, my catch-all spread using Live Love Posh Summer Allure. I really love how it came out. It's super fun. So hopefully you guys like this video. Hopefully you guys like this spread. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not, but you would like to be, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so you can see more of my future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.